Grade, let's go ahead and talk about multiplying to use arrays for multiplication. So my question to you is, what is an array? Well, today we're going to be using arrays to solve multiplication equations. So before we do, first we're going to do some review of subtraction with multi-digit numbers. So I want you to go ahead and pause the recording right now, and I want you to try this one on your whiteboard or in your math journal. Then, after you have solved all 3 problems, I want you to restart the recording and watch me solve it. Here we go. Okay, 3rd grade, let's go ahead and check how you did. So 5 ones take away 2 ones, leaves you with a 3 in the ones column. One group of 10 can't take away 5 groups of 10. So we have to regroup. We have to go next to the hundreds place value. We have to borrow one group of 100, which means this is going to become 4 groups of 100 here. And that one group of 100, I'm going to trade in for 10 groups of 10 and add it with my one group of 10, which gives me 11 groups of 10 here. 11 take away 5 groups of 10 is 6 groups of 10. So I'm going to go ahead and bring down my 6. Next, I'm going to have 4 groups of 100 take away 3 groups of 100, which is 1 group of 100. So I'm going to be getting 163. All right, let's go ahead and move over to my next place value. I have 3 groups of 5 take away, 3 groups of 1s take away 5 groups of 1. All right. Here we go. So 3 take away 5 can't be done. So I have to borrow a group of 10 from my 7. So instead of 7 groups of 10, I have 6 groups of 10. Then I'm going to add my group of 10 over here to my 3. So 10 plus 3 is 13. So this becomes 13. 13 take away 5 is going to give me 8. 6 groups of 10 take away 4 groups of 10 gives me 2 groups of 10. 4 groups of 100 take away 1 group of 100 gives me 3 groups of 100. So I got 328. Let's go ahead and move over a place value. Okay, here we go. This last problem. So 8 can't take away 9 because 8 is less than 9. So I'm going to go next to my 3. I'm going to borrow a group of 10. This becomes 2. My 8 is going to have a group of 10 added to it. So this is going to become 18. I know 18 take away 9 leaves me with 9 in the ones place value. 2 groups of 10 can't take away 5 groups of 10, so I have to borrow a group of 100. So this becomes, instead of 7 groups of 100, 6 groups of 100. That group of 100 gets changed into 10 groups of 10. Those 10 groups of 10 get added to my 2 groups of 10 to give me 12 groups of 10. 12 take away 5 groups of 10 leaves me with 7 groups of 10. So I'm going to have a 7 in the tens place value. Now 6 groups of 100 take away 5 groups of 100 leaves me with 1 group of 100. So I got 179. Let's go ahead and take a look at what an array is. So this says an array is a set of objects arranged into rows and columns. So if I wanted to show the multiplication problem 6 groups of the number 4, this is saying that my first number of 6 is the number of rows. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then my number 4 is how many go in the row. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's a group of my 4. Here's a group of 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 4. So now I have 6 groups of the number 4. So if I wanted to show an array for 6 times 4, I would go 6 down in my row and then 4 across. I know 6 times 4 gives me 24. Another way of doing multiplication is the commutative property of multiplication. This is the rule that allows you to multiply numbers in any order without changing the answer. So, for example, okay, we have 7 groups of the number 2. So I want you to notice this is like saying 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 14. Okay, so I can do repeated addition. I can do multiplication. I can do skip counting by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, just like we did with the number line last week. And I can either do 7 groups of 2 or I can do 2 groups of 7. So here's one group of 7. Here's another group of 7. Both of them give me the same answer. If I do 2 groups of 7, this is like saying 7 plus 7 equals 14. This also gives me the same answer. This is the commutative property of multiplication. Let's go ahead and take a look at my next one, okay? So this says, hey, identify the expression represented by each array. So here's my array. Okay, so first I'm going to start with the row. How many are in the row? So that's going down. So 1, 2, 3. So this is saying I have 3 groups of the number what? Well, how many are in the row? So there's 1, 2, 3. So I know 3 groups of 3 equals how many? Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I know 3 groups of 3 is the number 9. So I would say the multiplication equation to match with that is 3 times 3 equals 9. Let's try another. Okay, so again, I'm going to start at my rows. I want you to try this one. Let's do this one together. Okay, so I see I have 2 rows. Okay, so I know I'm going to do 2 multiplied by a number. Well, how many are in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 2 groups of 4. So I know that 2 groups of 4 matches, and that's going to give me 8 total. So I know 4 times 2 is 8. All right, I want my 3rd graders to go ahead and pause the recording right now, and I want you to try this one. What is the expression represented by this array? Okay, I have 1, 2, 3. So I know I have 3 groups of something. How many are in each row? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know I have 3 groups of the number 6, which is this one. I know it can't be this one. 6 groups of 3, because this isn't 6 groups of 3 because there's 6 in the row. If it was turned and let's say going this way, then I could say that there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 1, 2, 3 in each row, but it's not. So I can't pick this one. This one is not a good answer. So I know how many are there. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I know there are 18 total chairs. Okay, let's go ahead and try this with a box of crayons. So this one might involve drawing a picture. So this is Erica has 5 packs of crayons. Each pack contains 6 crayons. How many crayons does Erica have in total? Use an array to solve the problem. So let's go ahead and kind of try this. I did my first read. Now I'm going to do my second read, and I'm going to focus on information. Erica has what? 5 packs of crayons. Okay, I know each pack has 6 crayons in it. I'm wanting to find out how many does she have all together or in total, and I have to use an array to solve it. Okay, so this is saying that I have 5 groups of 6, which means I need how many rows? So that's my first number. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then how many in each one? 6. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of pull these over. I have some little like math items right here. Okay, whoa, didn't mean to do that. Here we go. So 1, whoops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does that match? 5 packs of crayons. So here's my pack. Here's my 6 in a pack. Excellent. Okay. Now, am I going to need to do this again? Yes. So here's my next pack. Here's my next pack. Here's my next pack. Here's my next pack. So I have 5 packs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are my rows going by how many across 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many crayons is that? Well, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I know there are 30. Okay? 30 what? 30 crayons. All right, I want you to try this one. This one says, Robert organized his toy plane collection into 4 rows. Each row has 3 planes. How many planes are there in total? Use an array to solve this problem. Okay, 3rd graders, so let's go ahead and pause the recording. I want you to go ahead and try this one, and then we're going to come back and we're going to look at it. Okay, let's see how you did. Okay, so this says Robert organized a toy collection into 4. Okay, so I have 4 rows. Each row has 3 planes. I want to know how many are there total, and I have to use an array. So I know that this is saying 4 rows of 3. Okay. So I know that I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Here's 1 row of 3. How many am I doing? 4. Okay, so I have 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4 of 3 in each row. Woo! So hopefully you got that there were 12 Planes total. Ow, ow. So third graders, let's go ahead and take a look at Buzz, and we're going to go in and look at our assignment in third grade math. So when we hop in and we go into third grade math, notice we already had 301, 302. Now let's take a look at 303. So we're going to go into the Module 3 folder. We're going to go into 303. I'm going to go ahead and put your recording is here. Without a W, here. And let's go ahead and look at it. Okay, so this says read the lesson. The recording will be right here. Complete the activities in the lesson, and then turn in your handout about using arrays when you're done. So right here, we're going to go through, we're going to do all parts of the lesson. We're going to review the clicking and the vocabulary. We're going to go over the commutative property of multiplication. Okay, we're going to look at how we can make arrays going different ways. When you get to the end, okay, it's going to say that you have a quiz. So let's go look at this, okay? Because I did not give you a quiz. I gave you a handout instead. So let's look at the handout because this is below. So it says using an array. You are going to first, okay, find 7 times 2, then find 8 times 2, and then doing 9 times 2 using the same model. Explain the pattern you see. So right here, here's 5 times 2, then you're going to do 8 times 2 and 9 times 2. What do you notice? Okay, so you're going to draw a picture for this one, okay? Then you're going to take a look at these two problems. This says Hikaru has 1 bag with 7 apples, 8 bags with no oranges, and 3 bags with 10 peaches. I want to know how many apples, oranges, and peaches does Hikaru have? Show your work. So you might want to draw a picture for this one. This question says, which of the following equals the number 10? Then Natasha chose answer C. Was she right? How did she get that answer? Finally, you're going to look at which factor will correctly complete all of the following facts. What? 1 group of what equals 1? 2 groups of what equals 2? 3 groups of what equals 3? And then you're going to try to complete the multiplication facts for the number 10. So 0 groups of the number 10, 1 group of the number 10, and then is the chart having true or false statements? So 7 groups of 2, is that really 14? So skip counting by 7 or 2. Same thing down below. If it's true, you're going to highlight this side. If it's false, you're going to highlight this side. So good luck, third grade. You got this.